All right, have and have not fans, thanks so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 80 likes on this video. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon and select all. That way you're notified whenever I post new content. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Now, we have Don Vinny, the Don, the big honcho, the person in charge. But will he be the person who also runs the Malone family name into the ground? Yeah, when people exchange powers, it's not uncommon for the person in charge now to make some changes from the previous hierarchy or the previous head of the class, so to speak. But he also said we need to turn the heat up. But honestly, from what we've seen in previous seasons, we know that the government, the feds basically, are onto the Malones and they're investigating them. And given how Vinny handled the police situation at the station where he shot the officer directly in the head, that let me know right there he's going to be an Icarus and fly too close to the sun, and as a result, he's ultimately going to fall. Now, will the entire family go down with him? That doesn't seem incredibly clear yet. I've also done a video about will Mitch join the family or possibly take over himself. Who knows? But I feel like Vinny, he's probably going to draw a lot of unnecessary and unwanted attention to the Malone family. It's like to shoot that cop directly in the head at the police station, claim it was suicide. You had a flimsy story to begin with. Nobody questioned, well, if he shot himself, where was the gun? Plot set up. I don't know. All I gotta say is, just like with Julius, who strangely disappeared from If Loving You Is Wrong, his father knew that he wasn't ready to take over the cartel based off his temper. With Vinny, he was a calm, cool, collected character, but you literally, I guess Tyler just decided to make him overly aggressive and then give him the head of the family position. I don't think this is going to work out too well in the long run, but I feel like with Vinny in charge, he's definitely going to be pulling some stunts that Mama Rose wouldn't do or approve of if she still was in charge. I just feel like their exchange of power was flimsy at best. Not that Vinny shouldn't take over, but for her to say, hey, what you pulled at that police station, you're ready. Nah, I don't think he is. It's like telling your 7-year-old who managed to, ride their bike without falling off for the first time without training wheels. It's like, yep, you know what? You're ready to drive a car. What? Huh? What? Where's the correlation here? That doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's one of those situations where we're going to see Vinny, again, fly too far to the sun. He's going to be overly aggressive. He's going to be leaving. It's almost like, Jim and Catherine, how Jim always says that Catherine, she's slow to anger, but whenever she gets pissed off and I guess you could say plots her own revenge of other people, it leaves a huge mess that he needs to clean up. I think in the situation, Mama Rose and Jim are very similar, or maybe even David, because David is a slow to anger person, but he plans things strategically. Jim, oh yeah, even David said, unlike Jim, I don't react based off emotions. I like to study my prey and pounce. And now you have Vinny Malone, who's pretty much, yeah, we're going to take this thing over. We're going to make sure people know the Malone name. We're going to really turn things up. Again, just like Warlock, when he got out of jail, he turned into a freaking monster. And now we got the same thing with Vinny, except he has a lot of reach and firepower. And also the fact that, well, this probably gives Catherine the advantage because at least with Mama Rose, you had somebody on the same level of competency as her. I'm not saying Vinny isn't capable, but I feel like Vinny is just going to lash out to do it. It's like, I'm in charge, yada, yada, yada. But it's going to end up being the downfall of the family because once again, the feds are looking into the Malones. And if Vinny decides to turn the heat up, it's going to raise the temperatures, and the thermostat in the White House going to be like, yo, the Malones, let's get them. I feel like they're going to slip up, and then that'll be the end of that. Just like the whole Mama Rose being arrested for DUI. Like, I get that the cops are in their back pocket, and even if arrested or whatever, they will be let go. But for Mama Rose to do something as stupid as get a DUI, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But overall, we'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But let me know what you think. Do you think that Vinny is ultimately going to cause the family to face their downfall or his own downfall by turning up the heat too much, by being too over the top? I honestly think so. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.